What's your position on so-called remigration, mass deportations? Because President Trump tweeted about remigration the other day, saying the only way to deal with this problem is A, getting the illegals out of each country, but he also talks about remigration, which can include green card holders, people who are here on certain visas. What's your take on remigration?
We have to deport illegal immigrants. We have to deport foreign prisoners. We should also deport people who are on indefinite leave to remain. I think that's very important. But I would go further and say we've got to break the cycle of people perpetuating communities in Britain that are antithetical to our way of life. You know, bringing in cousins, having cousin marriages, perpetuating, you know, we have Sharia law operating in parts of Britain. That has to stop. So
Yeah.
I would cut off chain migration as well, the ability of people to bring their families in, which I think has been a big cause. We've also got a big problem with student migration, you know, student dependence, visas for things like care workers. Well, I think the situation is so serious now that we have to take drastic action.
What about people who have been given leave to remain in the UK? For example, last year, I think 10,000 Pakistanis came on student or work visas, and then when they arrived, they said, oh, by the way, I'm going to claim asylum, and they were given asylum. Others were given leave to remain. I mean, should those people go as well?
Yes, they should. Yeah.
Even though they've
We've got to be absolutely serious about dealing with this. I also think we need to look at dual citizenship.
Yeah.
I don't think people should be able to say, I'm a citizen of Britain and Pakistan and float between the two countries. I think that is a problem. It's created a perpetuation of cycles of behaviour. You know, I've talked about Sharia law. We've also seen the appalling grooming gang scandal, which still has not been dealt with, and politicians still haven't grasped the nettle and actually dealt with the police, who I think have been complicit in what's happened in Britain. So all of these things need to be dealt with. But the point I would make is, in order to do that, the Human Rights Act has to be abolished. That was the big mistake of the Conservative government, was not repealing all of the Tony Blair laws that created all these problems. The Human Rights Act, the Bank of England Act, the Climate Change Act, they all need to go. And we also need new people running the civil service. So can you imagine the current Home Office carrying out a successful ICE raid?
Well, no,
I mean, can you imagine it?
No.
No.
Even comparing the rhetoric,
not a snowball's chance in hell of that happening.